I think these platforms are essential if you really want to make a society integrative and you really want to attract not only the usual suspects, as I said, the people that are the younger people that are located in certain established facilities, institutions. You always will get these people drawn into the society. That's not a big issue. I think the big issue that everyone needs to think of is how can we really, if we talk about diversity and inclusion, we really need to think about how we can realize that really in a real matter, that we really include as diverse spectrum of people as possible. And through that, you need a platform where everyone feels welcome. And therefore, Young EHA or the young community for ESMO or EBMT trainee committee, they should really be open for everyone. And for that, you first need to say, okay, we welcome everyone, and then address, okay, what can you do in that committee? And maybe provide them for the next step to integration into the bigger society, into working parties, committees, working groups, whatever you call it. And because obviously everyone who participates in a medical society wants to do research or wants to participate in working groups, that's for sure. But not everyone knows how to do that. And because they maybe not have established mentor, or they are maybe from like a rural hospital in Turkey, Bulgaria, in Europe, or Latin America, India, Pakistan, or Southeast Asia. And if you really want to address these people, if you really want to know this, how they live, how they work through their everyday life, which I think is essential nowadays. Otherwise, we only talk to ourselves and only know what we already know. Then you need to provide this platform. And I think that's what Young EHA and these other communities really do. And I'm really, really happy that they exist. And I think we also should combine our efforts and try to homogenize our efforts in order to synergize our energies and also learn from one another. What I would really hope for is that these younger committees, these platforms for representation, they are not only used by the societies as some kind of added function for their society, but really as a pool for their own society. Because if it's only used as, these little ones, they can do whatever they want, basically, provocatively said, then nothing really, I think, will change. And then you can work all day and you basically are running in circles. I would really, really love to see that these committees are really integrated into the main program, into the main structure of each society, that the presidents, chairs, whoever really is also part of that committee, because younger committees for representation of younger faculty, I mean, everyone is young at some point. So these mentors, these chairs, they also need to understand how they felt when they were young. And these committees only work if the rest of the societies, they also support that and also support the change of challenges. So what I also said and what I feel is very essential and is not addressed as much, I think, is that challenges change. Like challenges 20 years ago for the presidents now, they were young in the maybe 90s, in the early 2000s, and challenges were completely different than now. And because of that, they also need to support us in our fights for problems or more inclusion. And that's what I would love to see, is that each society really gives these younger people not only a platform in their own committee, but also a platform within the society, within meetings, and also let them be heard when it comes to maybe even tricky issues, like when you talk about what I would like maybe to say is that we need to dare to say when something is wrong. And I think when something is wrong, when people need to pay a lot of money to submit abstracts, to go to a meeting, if you keep the fees that high, you will always get the same people. Then you can do in the committee whatever you want. You won't get the inclusion that you want to have. And I think that needs to be discussed on a transparent basis and open. I mean, it's not hazardous or malevolent to talk about it. We need to address these issues, and we need to be strong enough to do that. And not everyone can do that. Someone from India, from Pakistan, or from Morocco, or they cannot say, if they say, oh, I cannot afford this, everyone will be like pitiful and say, oh my God, you're so sorry, and maybe we can do something for you. But if it stays on that individual basis, nothing will really change. We need to change things in a systemic way, and to make it transparent and to make it fair for everyone. And that's my hope, that we can get there some point.